PTE Grammar Rules. English grammar is one of the most difficult and stressful subjects for many people and many students, as it has many confusing and complicated rules. However, grammar plays a very important role in the question types in PTE exam, such as summary written text, essay writing, reading fill the blank, reading and writing fill the blanks, reorder paragraph, summarize spoken text, and of course, write from dictation. It took me four attempts to finally get my desired score of 79 plus in all sections. I bought and read so many grammar books when I prepared for my PTE examination, so you don't have to if you watch my video. I have made a video series of PTE grammar rules that you must know if you want to achieve your PTE target score. Currently, I have made 15 videos of grammar rules and continuing to be updated on my channel. So you might consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Each video consists of explanation and examples of each grammar rule to make sure that you will be able to apply these rules in your PTE exam or not. I will make each video and explain each grammar rule in my own words so that it will be clear and very easy to understand. And of course, I will make each video as short and sweet as possible, straight to the point, no fluff, because I know that you don't have much time. In this unit, we are going to see the usage of both of, neither of, and either of. So let's have a look at the first section, section A. We use both, neither, either for two things. You can use these words with a noun, for example, both books, neither book, etc. For example, you are going out to eat. There are two possible restaurants. You can say, both restaurants are good, not the both restaurants. Both restaurants are good. So the two of them are good. Neither restaurant is expensive. Neither restaurant is expensive. It means the two restaurants are not expensive. We can go to either restaurant, I don't mind. We can go to this one or the other one is okay. It doesn't matter which one. I haven't been to either restaurant before. So I haven't been to the restaurant number 1 and also I haven't been to the restaurant number 2 either. You can also use both, neither or either without a noun. For example, which do you prefer, basketball or tennis? You can say, it's hard to say, I like both, I like basketball and also tennis as well. Is your friend British or American? Neither, she is Australian. You ask that, is your friend British or American? The answer is no, she is Australian, so we have to answer neither. Do you want tea or coffee? You say, either, I don't mind. I can drink tea or coffee, I don't mind. It doesn't matter. Now we move on to the section B, how to use both of, neither of, and either of. We use both of, neither of, and either of plus the, this, my, Tom's, etc. So we say both of the restaurants, both of those restaurants, both but not both of restaurants. You see here. For example, both of these restaurants are good. Both of these restaurants are good. So the two, the restaurant number 1 and 2 are good. Neither of the restaurants we went to was expensive. Neither of the restaurants. And then, I haven't been to either of those restaurants. I haven't been to number 1, either number 2, I haven't been to any. You don't need of after both, so you can say, both of these restaurants are good. Both of these restaurants are good. Or you just say, both these restaurants are good. You see the difference here? We also use both of, neither of, and either of plus us, you, and them. Us for we, you for you, and them for they. So when you're talking to two people, you can say, can either of you speak Russian? You ask, like two people, can either of you speak Russian? And then another example, I asked two people how to get to the station, but the two people, neither of them knew how to get to the station. And then we say both of before us, you, and them. You need to use of in this case. Both of us were tired. Both of us were tired. We cannot use both us were. We have to use both of us were tired. And then after neither of, a verb can be singular or plural. After neither of, a verb can be singular or plural. For example, neither of them is at home. Neither of them is at home. Or you can say, neither of them are at home. Is singular, are is plural. Now let's move to section C. Both and. So how to use both and. Both Chris and Paul were late. So Chris together with Paul, they both late. Both Chris and Paul were late. I was both tired and hungry when I arrived home. So I was both adjective tired and hungry, adjective hungry, when I arrived home. Neither nor, how to use neither nor. Neither Chris nor Paul came to the party. So the two of them, neither Chris nor Paul came to the party. There was an accident outside our house, but we neither saw nor heard anything. So there was an accident outside our house, but we didn't hear anything. Neither saw nor heard. The verb need to be, parallel. Either or. I'm not sure where Maria's from. She's either Spanish or Italian. So I'm not sure where Maria's come from. She's maybe Spanish or Italian. We use either or. Either you apologize or I will never speak to you again. So you give the option to that person to choose. Either you apologize me or otherwise I will never speak to you ever again. Now let's finish with the last section, section D. We're gonna compare either, neither, and both we use for two things, and any, none, and all we are using them for more than two things. There are two good hotels here. You could stay at either of them. And then on the right you have, there are many good hotels here. You could stay at any of them. We tried two hotels. Neither of them had a room. Both of them were full. And then on the right side we have, we tried a lot of hotels, more than two. None of them had a room, none of them had a room, or all of them were full. You see the difference between either, neither, both for two things, and any, none, or for more than two things. Now let's do some exercises. Number 1, complete the sentences with both, neither, or either. So, do you want tea or coffee? Do you want tea or coffee? We say either, I really don't mind. Either, I really don't mind. Anything is okay for me. Either tea or coffee is okay. So now number 2, what day is it today? The 18th or the 19th? And then the answer is, it's the 20th. So it's not the 18th, it's not the 19th, but today is 20. So we have to use not both of them, it's become neither. Neither. Then number 3, where did you go on your trip? Korea or Japan? Where did you go? The answer is, we went to dash a week in Korea and a week in Japan. So it means we went to both countries. We have to write both. Number 4, shall we sit in the corner or by the window? The answer is, I don't mind. It's like the example number 1, right? It's like tea or coffee. So the person said, I don't mind. I can sit either in the corner or by the window. So it means the answer is either. Then number 5, where's Lisa? Is she at work or at home? Where is she? The answer is, she's away on holiday. So she's not at work nor not at home. The answer is neither, because she's on holiday. Is it true that Kate speaks Spanish and Arabic? Yes, she speaks fluently. Yes, she speaks both languages fluently. The answer is both. Now the exercise number 2, complete the sentences with both neither, either, and then we can use of where necessary. For example, both my parents are from Egypt. Both my parents are from Egypt. Now let's do number 2. To get to the town center, you can walk along the river or you can go along the road. You can go, you can go either way. You can go by along the river or along the road. You can go either way. EITHER. Then number 3, I went to Carl's house twice, but times he wasn't at home. You see, I went to Carl's house 2 times, twice, but both times he wasn't at home. BOTH, both. Dash Tom's parents is English, his father is Polish, and his mother is Italian. It means that neither of his parents is, we have to use neither of Tom's parents. Neither of, because his father is Polish and his mother is Italian. Then we move on to number 5. I saw an accident this morning. One car drove into the back of another. Fortunately, dash driver was injured, but dash cars were badly damaged. So I saw the accident this morning. One car drove into the back of another, but luckily, fortunately, driver was injured. No one was injured. So neither driver was injured. NEITHER. But the car, both cars were badly damaged. So in this case, we can use both, or you can use both the cars. Is so many options here. Both the cars, or you can use both of the car. Both of the car. It depends. It's flexible in this question. And the last one, I have 2 sisters and a brother. My brother is working, but my sisters are still at school. So sisters with S is mean both of my sisters. You can use both or you can use both of. My sisters are still at school. That's it for the second question. And now let's finish with number 3. Complete the sentences with both neither, either, plus of us or of them. So start with the example. I asked 2 people how to get to the station, but neither of them knew. I asked 2 people, but no one knew. Neither of them knew. Then number 2, I was invited to 2 parties last week, but I couldn't go to, either of them. Either of them. Them in this case refer to 2 parties last week. Then number 3, there were 2 windows in the room. It was very warm, so I opened dash. There were 2 windows in the room and the weather was very warm, so I opened both of the windows, both of them, to let the fresh air come into my room. So the answer is both of them. And I hope that you understand that them in this case referring to 2 windows in the room. 2 windows, we use both of them. Then number 4, Sam and I often play tennis, but we are not very good. Dash can play well. Sam and I often play tennis, but we are not very good at playing tennis. Neither of us can play well. Neither of us. Because now we're talking about us, Sam and I. So we talk about we, right? We cannot use neither of them. We have to use neither of us. Sam and I become we. And then the last one, I tried to book shops for the book I wanted to buy, but they had it. I want to look for, for my book, but nowhere had it. The two bookshops, they don't have it. So the answer is neither of them. Neither of the two bookshops that I wanted to buy, not they don't sell it. So the answer is neither of them. So let me know if you still have any question or you still don't understand in specific question. So comment down below and then I will answer your question as soon as possible. PTE Ultimate Guide to Score 79 Plus. It took me 4 consecutive attempts to get my desired score of 79 plus in all the 4 sections in order to apply for Australian permanent residency. I have been through the painful experience that I will never forget, and I don't want you to experience it. With my painful and also wonderful experience after taking PTE exam for 4 times, I was able to create the PTE Ultimate Guide to Score 79 Plus. In this guide, I am going to share literally everything about PTE exam, all my secrets, some preparation steps, or tips and tricks that helped me crack the exam. I will be explaining each and every task, in total 20 tasks, in 4 sections with the marking criteria, the strategy, or the easy templates that I used in the real exam, and things you need to be careful. You just need to read this guide and go implement it. This is the best thing that I can give to you. This guide is very in-depth, packed with useful tips and tricks, and of course, it will help you to get your desired score as quickly as possible as soon as you take action. It's definitely worth your time, no fluff, straight to the point. The main reason I decided to create this guide for you is mainly because I think if we practice enough and smart, you don't deserve to take PTE exam more than 2 attempts to get your desired score. I don't want you to waste your time, money, and energy again and again. If you want to download this guide, you just need to check the link down below in the video description box.